Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, UKMtG, and it's Jordan here, and today I'm bringing you a budget friendly brew for standard for the low price of $90 in paper. But not only that, it's also rotation proof as well. So without further ado, let's check out Sarkhan's Horde. This brew is a mono red dragon tribal deck with a focus of being able to ramp out creatures and planeswalkers early on, and then when you sideboard it becomes a burn deck. Beginning with the creature base, we have Skirk Prospector and Wily Goblin. Now both of these guys allow you to ramp quickly. Skirk Prospector allows you to sack goblins for mana, and Wily Goblin enters the battlefield giving you a treasure token. Moving on to the actual dragons of the deck, we have Sarkhan's Whelp, Demanding Dragon and Spark-Tongue Dragon. Sarkhan's Whelp is a 2/2 flyer for 3 mana, but anytime we activate a Sarkhan's Planeswalker, we can ping for 1 damage to any target, meaning that with a few of these guys on the board and a Sarkhan, this must be answered, otherwise the damage will stack up quite severely. Demanding Dragon is possibly one of my favourite cards from M19, as essentially it is Lava Axe on a 5/5 body with flying. However, your opponent can sacrifice a creature to not take damage, so late game it is a good creature removal spell. Spark-Tongue Dragon is amazing when we are sort of mana flooded late game, as we can pay an extra 3 mana to bolt a target for 3 damage. Other dragons we are running are Verix Bladewing and Laphis Dragon Queen. Verix is a 4/4 legendary that when we kick it, it also enters with a legendary token friend who's also a 4/4 flying creature. And Laphis is one of our main big payoffs of the deck. It allows us to create lots of dragon tokens that are 5/5s and allows us to be a dominant air force. Of course, the deck is running Sarkhan Firebird and Sarkhan Dragon Soul. Sarkhan Firebird is a sweet planeswalker for 3 mana who can either draw you cards or ramp you into big dragons, but if you do get the ultimate off, you're going to get 4 5/5 dragon tokens out of the deal. Sarkhan Dragon Soul is actually the M19 intro deck planeswalker, with abilities to ping opponents and their creatures, so long term sort of pinging damage. It can deal 4 damage to your opponent or a planeswalker they control, and if you ultimate, which is rather sweet, you get to search your library for any number of dragon cards and you get to put them onto the battlefield. So you can imagine how sweet the ability is with Laphis, all dragons seeing each other at one time, therefore creating lots of dragon tokens. Our final spells of the deck are Lightning Strike and Flame of the Keld. Lightning Strike is our removal package. It allows us to either dome an opponent or deal a creature 3 damage. The Flame of Keld is a saga which low 1 we have to discard a hand, but on low 2 we also get to draw 2 extra cards. And on its ultimate, at low 3, red sources we control will deal their normal damage plus an extra 2 damage, meaning that Demanding Dragon will funnily enough hit for 7 mana instead of 5. Or Sarkhan's Whelp can ping for 3 instead of 1, so there's lots of value to be had. The land base, very simple, 24 mountains. Literally just 24. That's as simple as I'm going to make it. Now, the sideboard is essentially, as I said before, usually you can change into a burn deck. But as always, please take the sideboard as a suggestion and change it to what suits your meta. Banefire is a great way to close out games, especially when you cast it for X being 5 or more, as it then can't be counted and the damage cannot be prevented. So take that, Fog Effect. Sentinel Totem is our way of removing graveyards from the use, and we do not have graveyard recursion, so we do not worry about it. Shock is another cheap, effective removal spell for just 1 mana, dealing 2 damage. Smelt will help us deal with any pesky artifacts that are on the board. And Jaya Ballad provides us with the ability to get graveyard recursion from spells if we ultimate her, but otherwise you can just either fuel our instants and sorceries, or we can use her as a good card draw engine, which I have done for many sealed matches. So that is our latest brew, Sarkhan's Horde. One thing I do find sweet about this deck is that it's actually quite cheap to build, as all you need to do is purchase a Sarkhan Planeswalker intro deck and then purchase the remaining singles. Is not exactly budget breaking. In fact, if you do it that way, you can run a couple of variants, such as having Meteor Golems and Thuds in the sideboard, as well as putting possibly the Karagan Dragon Riders in the main board as well, so getting a 2/2 flyer. But anyhow, I digress. So let me know, what cards have I not considered for this sweet mono red brew? Let me know in the comment section down below, and of course, if you do like our deck techs, please show us some love by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. I have been your host Jordan, signing off saying goodbye.